Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday and I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you had a great week. Okay, I'm not going to be on here long. All right. I haven't made a video since I think after I did the nonstop November. And I said I wasn't going to do the Don't Stop December or Jumpstart January. And seeing this now, I'm glad that I decided not to do those things. Hey, Mama 6 Plus, how you doing, girly? I'm not going to be here long. Um, I'm kind of glad that I stopped at Nonstop November because I just couldn't do Don't Stop December, Jumpstart January. And looking at everything that's been going on now, I'm kind of glad that I made that decision. Now, I don't know if I haven't been dropping down in very many people's chats, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. But I wanted to talk about karma warrants. Karma warrants. Okay. I mean, I made that up. We all know what karma is, but I call it a karma warrant. And the reason why I call it a karma warrant is because sometimes what you say out of your mouth and your thoughts can bring about the karma. So that's why I call it a karma warrant. You sign it, you know what I'm saying? You sign that karma warrant and it's coming back to you. That's, just something that I made up. Now, yesterday, me and my wife were walking from the pharmacy, and we were talking about that man that's sitting in the White House right now, that's supposed to be a president. Okay, um, she said something uh, pertaining to his death, something about he needs to, we were talking about Puerto Rico. That's what we were talking about. And we were talking about the many earthquakes that Puerto Rico was having. And she said, well, Cuomo is over there now. Where's the damn president? He needs to be over there. Maybe there'll be another earthquake and he'll die. And I said to her, no, don't say that. Take that back right now. And she looked at me and I said, take it back right now. Take it back. And she said, okay, God forgive me, I didn't mean that. I said, all right. The reason why I told her to take that back is because when you wish anything on someone else and it's negative, that negativity is going to come back to you. And it really doesn't have to be you that it comes back to. When people say negative things or, negative, harmful things, I know we can't all be cheery all the time, and we're human beings, we make mistakes. So when you purposely say something to harm someone else, that's signing a karma warrant. And you not only sign that for yourself, you're signing it for everyone else in your family. Now I stopped in the middle of the street and I told her, you have to take that back. You have to. Please take it back. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that man. A lot of people don't like that man. And I don't either. But I'm not going to let those thoughts or anything slip from between my lips. This year in 2020, I have decided that I'm going to do my best not to say negative things toward anyone. Okay. Mama Six says it will hit you where it hurts the most. It usually hits your loved ones. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. And before I go any further, I want to say um, welcome to all my Purple Hearts and Happy New Year. Okay, I know I haven't been around, but we'll get to that in a moment. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand what a karma warrant is. Okay, a karma warrant is when you say something negative and disparaging about another human being. You can be as angry as hell. I mean, I have gotten really, really angry and wanted to say something. I mean, it was in my mind, and I just said, God, take that away from me. I mean, I'm trying my best to be a better human being. We are not perfect. We're not perfect. We are not perfect as human beings. If we were perfect, there would be no crime. There would be none of that. You know what I mean? Nothing negative, or there wouldn't be any devil or anything like that. But in any instance, me, myself, and this is just for me, because I know everyone else is not like me. You understand? They don't think like I do. And that's what makes this world, being different makes this world more interesting. It's about what differences, though, you have. What makes you stand out from the crowd? Now, Mr. Johnny Mack gave a real nice word the other night. And I stayed as long as I could. As a matter of fact, I fell asleep during his word. And when I woke up, the live was over. But he said some very powerful things, very powerful things. And I want to thank him for that word. I really do. I want to thank him. You cannot just, to me, and this is just me, you are wasting time being angry at things that really don't concern you, or it's just a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waste of time. Why be angry when you can put that energy into something else? You can totally put that energy that you have, that negative stuff, into something else that you really care about. Because the time that you waste being angry, you cannot get it back. So I'm going to do my best not to be signing no karma warrants for 2020 for myself. I'm going to do my best to try to um, not say any disparaging things to or about anyone else. Now, that brings me to this next thing. In after November, going into December, let me change this banner. I hope everyone is doing well. let's see. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about what's going on with me, and um, the few close friends that I have don't even know what's going on at this moment because I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that. I don't want, any sympathy or, empathy. Just asking basically for understanding. Okay, Mama Six says we also need to realize that we all have the right to remain silent and not just when we have stainless steel bracelets on, girl. See, that's what I'm saying about the karma warrant. Okay. Susie signed her own karma warrant. You see what happened, right? I mean, we didn't see the whole video, but you see what happened and when it happened. She said on December 31st that she had made it through the whole year and nothing happened. What happened on the 31st? What happened on the 31st? But that's her karma warrant, not mine. Okay. And I do not plan to sign one of those. All right. Getting back to what I was saying, because I'm not going to be here long. Um, in reference to my lupus, I found out a couple of things. Number one, I found out that the medication isn't working anymore. The Dapsone that I was taking is not working. As a matter of fact, it's laughing at me and going, ha ha ha, bitch, try again. Okay. So I have an amazing team at my hospital. They try to do everything they can to make sure that I remain healthy and still be among the living. Okay, but since we found out that the Dapsone isn't working, now we have to revisit other medications. Now I have a long ass list. I'm talking about a long list of medications that I had taken that haven't worked or that I'm allergic to. Well, that long list, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to estimate. It's been about 25 medications that I'm either allergic to or don't work. Okay, so now we're getting ready to go to another medication that I took that didn't work, but this medication has a cousin, and the cousin of this medication works well, and that's air quotes around the well, for my type of lupus. Now, of course, there are some, yeah, I hate that too. Trial and error. Yeah. So, um, we're going to revisit that cousin, but it takes a lot of paperwork. So, in the meantime, I have to be on something. So, I'm still on the Dapsone right now, and that medication will be delivered to me, I believe, by next week. And then I'm going to have to go through a period of what they call washing. That means I have to get the Dapsone out of my. I have to go through a period of no medication except for the Plaquenil that I take, and I'll be doing that wash possibly next week, and that means not being on anything except that. And then the week after that, I'll be able to take the new medication, the cousin. Okay, hopefully this cousin works, because if this cousin doesn't work, then I'm going to be in the same situation that I am right now. A lot of people don't understand what what it's like having this disease. It's not like it's not like cancer where they have set specific medications for that. You know what I mean? It's not like any other disease, because this disease can imitate many, many things. So I just I just try to keep my spirits high, and that means that I'm not going to um go into or around any negative people, because I'm trying to keep my spirits up. I'm trying to um keep I'm already at a low risk. You understand what I'm saying? My immune system is like that of a newborn's immune system. There is none. Okay, so um I don't want to be stressed out. I can't be stressed out. And that if I get stressed out and then my lupus activates so damn hard, that means that um I could possibly go into the hospital. And that's the last place I want to be. So if y'all don't see me dropping down in y'all chats, don't feel away. You understand what I'm saying? Don't feel away, because I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect myself. And this is the only one life that I have. You know what I mean? So since this is the only one life that I have, I'm trying to protect my shit at all times. I'm not um the negative. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. And if you can't bring positivity around me, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mama Six. She said I will be praying for you. Thank you so much, because I've been praying for myself ever since I got this news. And on top of that, I also found out that I'm anemic. So, on top of having the lupus, on top of having the high blood pressure, and now it's anemia. I was questioning why I was getting cold and it was blazing hot in here. You know what I'm saying? Feet cold, hands cold. I mean, to the point where I was walking around with socks on, and my doctor told me, "You're anemic." And I'm like, "What?" Okay, so now, since my partner done found that out, yeah, when it rains. Now, since my partner done found that out, she wants me to eat a lot more vegetables, which you should. Everyone should have a set amount of vegetables in their diet. And that's the truth. Period, point blank. But she wanted to make me some liver the other day, and I was like, no, I don't like liver. I don't. I will eat liver once a year, smothered in gravy and onions, with some rice on the side or some mashed potatoes on the side. That's the only way I will eat liver. But I know there are many other vegetables that can bring my iron up, so to say. Mama Six, you are crazy. She said, I can't. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Because I can't either. But if I have to, I will. Okay. So When they found that out, that answered a lot of questions. It answered why I'm basically having like low energy, but that comes with lupus too. Sometimes you can't tell which one it is. You know what I mean? I can't say, oh my God, I'm so tired. It's because of the anemia. No, I can't say that. It can be a combination of the two. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with that anemia. So I thank God I like spinach. You know, I like spinach. If there's anything else that can be anyone else knows that knows of anything that can also bring up, you know, the iron in the blood. If you know anything else, just drop it in the chat or leave a comment under this video. Good morning, Doreen is blessed. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, so that's what's going on, with the lupus. And it's getting aggravating. But you know what I am doing, something positive that I'm hoping the rest of my Purple Hearts do. If you have lupus, asparagus. Okay, Doreen is blessed said asparagus. My girlfriend with lupus tells me, good, okay, I like asparagus. Okay, so I will definitely get some of that. Okay, so we have spinach, liver, and asparagus. Okay, very good. I will get some of that. I will get some asparagus as well. So, um, another thing that I have been doing that I started this year. Actually, in December, I got an email from my lupus support group, and they were asking for more or less a New Year's resolution, what we were going to do in 2020. And I know in 2019, I had not been to any lupus support groups. The last time I went to a lupus support group was in 2018. 2018. Okay, Mama Six, thank you so much. Um, so my New Year's resolution for the lupus support group was to make every single meeting, and I went to my first meeting in January this month, and those lupus support groups really, really, really help you out. They really help you out. I mean, if you have lupus and you just, think that you're alone, that's not true. That is not true. You are not alone. If you can go to a lupus support group, go, because you will see that you are not alone. I mean, and if you need support, you can bring someone with you. You can bring a couple of someones with you. Okay, my partner went with me. Her and I sat there, and there were about 15 other people there. The table was surrounded. The chairs across the room behind the table that we were sitting in were taken. The chairs behind us against the wall were taken. That room was filled with people who had lupus and their supporters. Okay, we even had someone sitting at the table who was newly diagnosed. And the way they do it is they go around the table to the people with lupus. In that instance, we had to go around the table and around the chairs behind us. Okay, this person was so choked up. The person cried sitting at the table, and everyone that has lupus has been there to where they were newly diagnosed and just overwhelmed, you know? And that's what that person was, overwhelmed. I mean, to know that you have this disease and you didn't do nothing to get it, and it's there, and there's nothing you can do about it but fight. And a lot of us don't have that strength. I mean, you get tired. Just like I said, going through this medication thing, here I go with another new medication that may or may not work. And I gave an estimation of 25 medications that I've been through. So can you imagine going through 25 medications and they don't work? And now you're on number 26. So you on number 26, and shit, I got frustrated at number 10. You know what I'm saying? I got frustrated at number 10, but you have to keep that positivity going. You have to keep going if you want to live, no matter what, because there are new medications coming out all the time. Depending on what type of lupus you have, you know, that could be the medication for you that you can stay on, and it'll just not wipe it out, because we still looking for a cure. Okay, not wipe it out necessarily, but make your life easier. Make your life easier and more tolerable. Because I'm going to tell you, the fight is real. Okay, the fight with lupus is real. And you know, you have I know a couple of people that have lupus that live in my neighborhood, and they just walk around in the sunshine like it's nothing. And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to either wear sunscreen, carry an umbrella, wear a hat, or all three. And in my case, that's all three that I have to do. You know, I mean, that's their life. And if they choose to risk it, there's nothing I can do about it, because they're grown. I can't run up on them and say, look, you're not supposed to be out here in this sun with no hat, no sunscreen, and no umbrella. I can't do that, you know. And each time, both of those people wound up in the hospital. The sun is our enemy. What happens, Mama Six says, what happens when you get in the direct sun? What happens is the sun basically weakens us. It's like kryptonite to Superman. You know what I'm saying? It weakens us. And I want to say hey to the 4 people in the chat. How you doing? I'm not going to ask you to like the video, but you can drop down and say hello. The sun weakens us further. Our immune system is already weak. You understand? And it weakens us further. If you have discoid lupus like I do, it burns your skin. And when I say it burns your skin, I'm talking about bacon in the frying pan. Burn. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. And me, myself, if I can avoid the sun, I do. But if I have to go out, like let's just say I had a doctor's appointment today, the sun is shining. Okay. So what I would do is I would put on some sunscreen and carry my umbrella. We have to protect ourselves if you have lupus. And even if you don't, you know what I'm saying? The sun is a good thing for a lot of people. It gives you vitamin D. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that can run around in the sunlight and they enjoy it and it's good for them. A person with lupus is not, direct sunlight is not good for us. It's not. The UV rays. Hey, Felicia Fee. There is my mod. Are you still modded? Yes, a hat at all times. Doreen is blessed says a hat at all times. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Um, direct sunlight is the enemy. Like the devil is to God. Okay. I mean, later on, if you want to read up on it, Mama Six, I can give you some information. You know, on IG, I can give you some information later on. Um, but uh, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It makes no sense how. Okay, I'll be sure to get it to you. It makes no sense how we're going through all of this and we still strive for a cure. Now I know in 2019, um, the Lupus Foundation was given a grant, I believe. I believe that grant was over $9 million. And I think that, no, that was the Lupus Research Alliance. That was LRA that was given that grant so that they can continue trying to find a cure for those with lupus. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know something else too. I know I'm skipping all over the place, but um, I had a situation the other day on the bus. Okay, now if you live in New York, you know what I'm getting ready to say. The double buses that we ride on have, there are designated seats for people with disabilities. Okay, so I make it my business not to sit in that first seat. I sit several seats behind the first seat. So all these ladies got on the bus and they had their walkers. One of the women had to get up because two wheelchairs got on the bus. So now this woman needed a seat and the bus was crowded, and the bus driver said, I need that woman to have a seat. Someone has to get up, but he was looking at me. So I turned my head. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck you looking at me? Yes, Lupus Research Alliance. Thank you, Felicia P. So he was looking at me and I felt like once I turned my head and I turned back around, it was people looking at me too. And I just got fed up and I said, I'm not moving. I'm not moving because I have a disability too. Looking at me, you think I don't have a disability, but guess what? I do, and I'm not moving. So he didn't look at me anymore. He looked at the person behind me. That person behind me didn't move either. So someone else behind me, further back in the bus, said, I'll move. I don't have a problem with it. I said, okay, Felicia, you can listen, but don't crash, girl. Don't write no more in the chat either. Okay. So he said, I'm not moving this bus. So now you know I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. Okay. Thank God I wasn't late, for this doctor's appointment. But they have posters and signs saying that all disabilities don't look like this. And they have a person in a wheelchair. Oh, Doreen, girl, you already know. They have a sign that says all disabilities don't look like this. And the picture has a person in a wheelchair, a person with a cane, and a person with a walker. And it says some disabilities look like this, and it has a normal person. You understand? And the sign was on the bus. So I'm like, why is this? I said, you know what? This right here is too much for me. Number one, you got to be blind, crippled, and crazy in New York to get a half fare card. You heard what I said? Blind, crippled, or crazy. And those are the statuses that you must have for a half fare card. And I'm none of those things. A couple of my friends think I'm crazy, but I digress. Blind, crippled, and crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm none of those. So how can I fill out for that application? All right. I'm not going to go to my doctor and lie so I can get accessorized. No, I'm not going to do that. Listen, a lot of people do it. Okay. A lot of people go and buy a walker just so they can get on the bus for free. I'm not doing that either. Remember, in the beginning of this, I talked about karma warrants. Okay. So that lady got a seat. He drove the bus. I got off at the next stop. Now, I could have gotten off the bus and just walked the rest of the way to the next bus stop. I was not doing that. I was like Rosa Parks on that bus. I said, I'm not moving. Okay. Not moving. So, I came up with this in my mind because they have this thing in New York where people under the poverty, people that are at the poverty level or under, are going to be able to apply for these half fare cards, right? Exactly, Felicia Fee. Felicia Fee said, right. I'm not. Don't rush other illnesses. That's right. So they're on the 27th of this month, people are going to be able to apply that are at the poverty level or under, be able to apply for half fare cards. Now, they already rolled out some. Okay. So I was not eligible. This is what they told me. I logged into this website, and they told me that I wasn't eligible, but I live in public housing and I do have an illness. Okay. So they said I'm not eligible. So I'm going to wait until the 27th. I'm telling y'all this now because if I'm still not eligible by the 28th, If I go to that website and they tell me, oh, you're still not eligible, first I'm going to go and find out why I'm not eligible. If they still say I'm not eligible, I'm going to do an open letter on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to do an open letter on Facebook. I'm going to try to attach my YouTube channel as well as IG. So I'm going to try to do it across all three platforms: IG, YouTube, and Facebook. And I'm going to call them out. You understand? And this open letter, now I've done this before, okay? But I would not have known about how to do an open letter if it wasn't for Sean. Yep, Sean Bradley. He taught me indirectly how to do an open letter. I just happened to be in his chat one day and he was talking about, and this was many years ago. This was about maybe 2 years ago. And I said, because I was having a kerfuffle with NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority. And I was having an argument with them, so to speak. They told me that I owed them rent, and I knew I didn't because I paid my rent. And they tried to tell me that I didn't. And I told them they was a damn lie. So, as it turns out, somebody in the office was redirecting the money and stealing it. But that's over with because they corrected that after I did my open letter. And it's still on my Facebook page, but it's not public. Okay. What I did was only friends can see that. Okay. So if I have to, yes, Mama said the Lord works in mysterious ways all the time, girl, all the time. So that's what I'm going to have to do for mass transit. Okay. The president of mass transit, I'm going to at him in this video if I have to do it. You understand what I'm saying? In this live open letter, if I have to do it, I'm going to at him. And I'm going to at a couple of other high officials as well. You understand? And I'm going to leave it public. And if I'm going to also at every news channel as well. You understand? Because I'm not asking for something that isn't due me. You understand? I could see if I was out here not paying my fare. No, I've been paying my fare since fares was 50 cents. Okay? 50 cents. That's how long I've been paying my fare. The full fare. I've never had a half fare card, ever. Okay? So this is due me. You understand? I'm not one of those people that's running around telling their doctor, oh, I can't breathe every time I walk. I need a accessoride. No, I ain't doing that either. Okay? I'm not one of those people that's getting on the back of the bus while the bus is crowded and not paying my fare. No, not one of those people either. I'm not one of those people that is hopping the train. I don't do that either. I've been paying my fare since the fares was 50 cents and now they're $2.75. You understand? So I'm due this half fare card and I'm going to get it one way or another. You understand? So I just wanted to come through to talk about the karma warrant. I wanted to come through to talk about what's going on with me It's not like, excuse me, it's not like I'm hanging on by a thread or anything like that. I'm just, how can we say, frustrated at the fact that this medication, again, is not working. And I have to move on to something else. And with every medication that we take, it is a risk. It's a risk. It's a risk. So I'm doing what I can to stay alive. So, like I said, with the karma warrant, I am watching what I say out of my mouth, my thoughts and my words. Your thoughts and your words um, can be manifested into actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example. Like if I see a person walking down the street. Now, I do have a few enemies. So if I see a person walking down the street and this person is my enemy, and I say, there go that bald headed bitch. Now, this is an example, Lord. This is an example. Okay. If I say, there go that bald headed bitch, and then I wake up the next day and my hair starts falling out, that's karma. Or someone in my family, they wake up and all their hair is on their damn pillow. I'm just giving an example. You understand what I'm saying? It's an example. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Oh, wow. Lisa, first time seeing you here. Welcome, welcome. Um, Doreen said, I put $1.35 in and get a transfer. I don't have a disability as they see it. Right. These folks separating their household income to qualify. This is what I'm talking about right here. That is what I'm talking about right there. But as far as the karma warrant goes, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to laugh at anyone else's demise. I'm not. And see, all last year, we was like, oh my God, well, I'm not going to say we, I'm going to say me and a couple other people were like, Susie needs to get her just due. She needs to get off of YouTube. She needs to go away. Guess what? She signed her karma warrant and she's gone. As far as we all know, we haven't seen any videos or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? But you can sign your karma warrant in many, many, many ways. You understand? And a lot of people don't believe in that. They'll be like, oh, well, that's just you and how you feel and what you saying. Yep, that is just me and how I feel and what I'm saying. That's it, and that's all. But it's 11:53, y'all. I want to thank everyone who joined my chat. Doreen is blessed, Felicia Fee, Mama Six, and Lisa. Where are you, Lisa? Lisa Marshall. Lisa Marshall, Doreen is blessed, Mama Six, and Felicia Fee. I want to thank you all for coming in and listening to me ramble on and talking about this karma warrant and everything like that and what's going on with my lupus and all that type of stuff. We've had a lovely conversation and I've been live for over 50 minutes. I'm going to go now. And y'all take care, be blessed, and try not to sign no karma warrants. Okay? think about what you say before you say it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, karma doesn't necessarily have to come back to you. It can come back to someone in your family. And I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see that happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So you all take care, and I will see you around, Lisa. I will catch you on Facebook. God bless you all. Doreen said it best. God bless you all. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And just stay blessed and stay true to yourself. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.